Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, shalom.
Most High in Christ bless. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Yahweh in the name of His Son Yahweh Shai. My name is RikeLuxxBeats. And today's lesson is envy and strife in Israel without proving all things. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this Bible. We're going to give you the truth that you shouldn't be stirring up all this envy and strife throughout Israel without proving all things. First, we'd like to start out with the book of John, chapter 8, verse 32, and then it reads, "And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this Bible without stirring up the envy and strife, and what we're going to do is we're going to prove all things through the scriptures to show y'all that the Hispanics do fit the attributes of the Northern Kingdom.
That's right.
Without a shadow of a doubt, and that's what we're going to do.
That's right.
Because we see a lot of keyboard heroes, Hebrews, we like to call them Hebrews, because we're going to call them that. Because they doing a lot of talking on Instagram, Facebook, and social media, but we don't see nobody at work that they doing out there on the streets or anything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 10.
Yeah, 28 verse 10 is for precept must be upon precept. Precept upon precept. Line upon line. Line upon line. Here a little and there a little.
So we're going to go through this Bible, line upon line, here a little and there a little. We're going to go through a little bit in the Old Testament. We're going to go through a little bit in the Apocrypha that's been taken out of the Bible by our enemies. And we're going to go through the New Testament. And we're going to show you that we shouldn't be stirring up strife in Israel, and that we should be proving all things.
Absolutely.
From there, we're going to go to the book of Genesis, chapter 13, verse 18.
Right. Verse 8.
Verse 8, Salakia.
And Abram said unto Lot, let there be no strife, I pray thee, between me and thee, and between me herdmen and thee herdmen, for we be brethren.
That's right. So we shouldn't be stirring up strife. If there's anything, we should be able to sit down and sort things out together as brethren.
Absolutely.
We should be able to debate thy cause and be able to come to some civil understanding of things.
Instead of saying,
whether you agree with me or whether you don't.
Instead of saying this brother telling the truth and this brother lying. Come on, prove all things.
That's right.
Thessalonians 5:21. Thessalonians 5:21. Thessalonians 1:5:21. First Thessalonians 5:21.
First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 21. Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good. Abstain from all appearance of evil. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this Bible. We prove all things.
Everything.
Without standing check, we're going to show you that the kingdom, that so-called Hispanics fit the attributes of the Northern Kingdom.
Absolutely.
And from there, we're going to go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54.
Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54.
Bring it out.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes should be even towards his brother, and towards his wife his bosom, and towards the remnant of children which he shall leave.
Now, not only is the Southern Kingdom, is your eye evil towards your brother, the Northern Kingdom, because maybe they have light skin or some in hair, because they had mingled in with the Spanish. We can't deny that. They've been raped. They've been raped by the Spaniards a lot more than we have. And some of them, they've mingled in with them. You know, but they do fit the curse. Not only do we have our eye evil towards them, but their eyes evil towards themselves. You got Norteños against Serranos. You got Bloods and you got Bloods and Crips. You got Nietas and Latin Kings against each other.
Nonsense. All nonsense.
So their eyes evil towards their brother as well. So that's a curse that they fit. And I don't understand how you don't see that. Go ahead.
Second Ezra Right? Now we're going to prove that all tribes were scattered. It wasn't just Judah. We're going to pull it in 2nd Esdras 13, verses 40 to 46. All tribes were scattered. It wasn't just Judah. 2nd Esdras 13, verses 40 to 46.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 40 through 46. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osei, the king whom Salmanaser, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land.
In their own land.
And they
Israel.
And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to namely go of a year and a half. And the same region is called Arzareth. Then dwelt they there until the latter time. And now when they shall begin to come. Now this says they would dwell there until the latter times. Let alone that we got some so-called Negro-only Israelites.
That's right.
Who claim that the Northern Kingdom is only in Africa. Well, we're not saying that some of them are not in Africa. Because in verse 48 it says, but those that be left behind of thy people are they that be found within my borders. The borders at that time was the kingdom of Judah. So some of them were left behind in the kingdom of Judah, and we all know that Judah is in the west coast of Africa. All right? If you go to Ghana, you're going to meet people who are Israelites in Ghana. If you go through Nigeria, you're going to see Northern Kingdom brothers who claiming that they're Ephraim. That's because they stay behind. But you can't say that Azeroth is in Africa when Africa was already conquered and named after somebody. You can't say that it took a year and a half time for them to migrate into Africa. And say they took it a year and a half time. But let alone that, a lot of the argument is where's the ships? Well, we're going to show you where the ships are. We're going to bring it out in the 12 patriarchs in the Testament of Naphtali, and we're going to go to chapter 6. And it reads,
bring it out,
the book of Naphtali, the Testament of Naphtali, chapter 6. And again, after 7 days, I saw our father Jacob standing by the sea at Jamnia, and we were with him. And behold, there came a ship sailing by without sailors or pilots. And there was written upon the ship of Jacob. And our father said to us, come, let us embark on our ship. And when we had gone on board, there arose a vehement storm and a mighty tempest of wind. And our father, who was holding the helm, departed from us. And we being tossed with the tempest, were borne along over the sea. And the ship was filled with water, and was pounded by mighty waves until it was broken up. And Joseph led away upon a little boat. And we all were divided upon 9 planks, and Levi and Judah were together.
Absolutely.
And we were all scattered unto the ends of the earth.
All scattered.
All scattered. And Levi girded about with sackcloth and prayed for us, all unto the Lord. And when the storm ceased, the ship reached the land, as it were in peace. And lo, our father came, and we all rejoiced with one accord. So in the Testament of Naphtali, which was taken out of the Old Testament, it professed that we were all scattered. Not just Judah, that we all were scattered to the end of the earth.
Absolutely.
So that's your false doctrine right there.
Right. And I got more proof. I got another attribute from Issachar. Now, First Chronicles chapter 7. Now the sons of Issachar was Tula and Pul and Jesab and Sherem. Now I'm going to prove to you that all tribes were scattered. Now watch this. Now, This is an ancient city. This is Tula from Mexico. You see that image of Tula? Tula. This is Issachar's son. This is Issachar's son. His name was Tula. His name was Tula, and I'm gonna give y'all some more about him. The history of Tula was an important city from 900 AD to 1150 AD. The population was around 3,500. The Aztec annals tell King Topazes, who founded the Toltecs. So that proves to you that all 12 tribes were scattered. See, it was an ancient city in Mexico named Tula, and Tula was one of Issachar's eldest sons.
That's right. From there, we're going to go to the book of Genesis, chapter 49, and we're going to show you an attribute of Issachar as well. And you say the chart's a fallacy, but show me somewhere else where they are Issachar and they fit this curse.
Right.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 49, verse 14, and it says, Issachar is as strong as couching down between two burdens. And he saw that the rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute. Who else is a servant unto tribute around the world?
Who has worked so hard? Who worked as hard as Issachar? Who works as hard as Issachar?
Issachar is around all the farmland. They're working all the jobs that nobody else wants to work all around the United States. All around. So unless you can show me through the attributes that somebody else fits that, because everybody's saying that the chart's a fallacy, nobody else provided any other information.
Prove all things.
Prove all things. But we can prove it with the scripture. And they fit the scripture, and not alone that. In Genesis 49:1 it says, and Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourself together that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. This fits the Mexicans as Issachar in the last days.
Let's go to, we're going to prove further more about the Puerto Ricans. Give me Numbers 26:35.
Some of y'all got too much hate in your heart and y'all just ignoring these scriptures because y'all worried about somebody got a different hair grade than you. You worried about somebody got some different light skin than you. That's all Willie Lynch syndrome.
Right.
That's how you were separated. You were separated from your brethren by grain of skin.
Right.
You were separated because this one had good hair and this one had kinky hair. You were separated where your woman was put over top of you, where she had to be dependent on her oppressor, which is still going on today.
Right.
And y'all don't see it. It's a whole bunch of foolishness. Right. Where we going at now?
We're going to Numbers 26:35. Ephraim.
The book of Numbers, chapter 26, verse 35. And it says, these are the sons of Ephraim, after their families of Shuthelah, the family of the Shuthelites of Becher, the family of the Becherites of Tahan, the family of the Tahanites. The Tahanites is the Taino Indians.
Tainos.
All you gotta do is look into it. It don't take but a little bit of research for you to find this information out for yourself.
Absolutely.
If you go to Puerto Rico, it's still people in the mountains today called Iberos. Iberos. You know what Iberos means? Iberos is Latin for Hebrews.
That's right.
Where the church?
That's right. That's right.
Iberos is Latin for Hebrew. And all you gotta do is take a little bit of research and go into it yourself and find that out. But y'all too prideful.
That's right.
You're too prideful. You won't do no research, you're going on some hearsays.
That's right.
And most of you Hebrews that's out there just on Facebook and whatnot, y'all just typing in it without doing any research.
That's right.
Y'all going on for hearsays.
That's right. Ephraim was very fruitful. Give me 49:22. I'll bring it out. Genesis 49:22.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 22, and it reads, Joseph is a fruitful bow. Joseph is called for Ephraim. Joseph is a fruitful bow, even a fruitful bow by a well whose branches run over a wall. That means there will be so many of them that they will be abundant. They will have big families. If you go around your neighborhoods, if you live around so-called Puerto Ricans, they are very, very fruitful families, like 6 kids in their family to this day. They are very, very fruitful people. Who else fit that? If you got somebody else that fits these attributes, please let me know. Because I like to sit down and break bread with you so I can know.
Absolutely.
But otherwise, if you don't, this is who fitted in the last days. But you foolish yourself to accept it. We gave you the attributes, but let's give you some of the curses that they fit. Let's give you some of the curses. Okay, let's go to the book of Jeremiah. Chapter 50, verse 33, because this is a prophecy in Jeremiah. The book of Isaiah, chapter 50. Slack it. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Right now we being oppressed together. If you go to the projects, we all in the projects together.
Who's filling the prison houses up?
We those
and blacks.
That's right. We those people. We the people who the police is killing. If you go to the East and West Coast, if you go on the reservations, the police is killing us. How can you not see these people don't fit this curse? From there we're going to go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 22. The book of Isaiah,
42.
Chapter 42, verse 22.
God.
And it reads, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none deliver it. For a spoil, and none save restored.
Nobody gonna save us.
Right now, it's millions of Hispanics right now that's at the border of Mexico that came up from Guatemala, from Chile, from Argentina.
Absolutely.
On down. And they in the prison houses right now. And their children is being robbed from them. Oppressed. How do you not see that these people fit these curses in these days? Are you stuck on stupid? You got to be. Because the scriptures say, and they're going to be on them for a sign and a wonder forever. Forever. That not only did they do that to them, but they did this to us.
Absolutely.
They would take your children from you in slavery. We still locked up in the prison houses till this day. They did that with the Native Americans. They took their children away from them.
They made the so-called criminal the legal slave. Slavery never ended.
Fact.
So now, we're going to bring out Deuteronomy 28, 29, and what my brother was just speaking about, here's the precept for that.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind grope in the darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoil you evermore, and no man shall save thee.
That's right. So they're being oppressed right along with us, and you can't even see it. You're too blind and prideful. You worry about your skin color. Too wicked to see the Most High to cause the confusion in faces. Too wicked to see it. Don't want to see it.
That's kind. Let's drop to Zephaniah 2:1.
Oh, it's still little curses, ain't it? Going to Deuteronomy 28:37.
Okay, now we're going to Deuteronomy 28:37. Salaki. Okay. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations which the Lord shall lead thee.
That's right. So right now you got Puerto Rico. They be called Bridgeport. What is a Bridgeport?
What is it? What is a Haitian? What is it? Prove it. What is it? As an ancient national in the Bible, prove it.
They call them Mexicans wetbacks. That's a byword. They call it conflicts. That's what they say.
You're accepting it. Matthew 5:22. And this for us, Israel. This for us together. This for us. Matthew 5:22.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5:22. But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, recall, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say that fool shall be in danger of hellfire.
So stop tearing down your brother and trying to lift him up. Always saying this can't lie and this can't that. Prove it. Prove it. Always trying to bring down your brother. That's all you ever try to do. On the comment box with your lies. Nobody in the corners with their mouths. They only in the comment box with their fingers. Come on, man. You gotta do the work. Okay, well, give me John 1. Give me John, 1 John 3:4.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
Right. So anything outside of the laws and commandments of God, it's an abomination. It's not worthy. It's not worthy. Us as a people, we need to get back to these laws and commandments of God. And take it personal. Because one of the commandments is honor, is showing respect and love for your brother.
That's
not
right.
Dissing your brother, not bringing him down. Try to raise up a sister.
That's right.
Stop calling your sister whores and hoes. Yeah. We step back to one. Go ahead. No, we see. Stop that. That's right. Come on.
Slock you.
Slug it. Okay. It's right. Too low. What else? All right. What's up? Set back. It's all right. It's all right.
The book is alright. 36:11.
Bring out
Gather all the tribes of Jacob together.
all of us.
And inherit thou them as from the beginning.
From the beginning.
That's right. So instead of being on Facebook, just causing strife and envy amongst each other, why don't y'all go to the street corners and try to help gather the tribes back together? Because y'all not doing too much of anything but running y'all lips and saying what this one is doing and trying to tear down your brothers for doing the work. Well, y'all ain't doing no work at all.
But you in somebody comment box telling them what's wrong. You in somebody comment box taking up for Esau. You in somebody comment box taking up for the enemy. But you can't help your brother build. Build your brother. I got something for that. I got precept. Give me Jeremiah 52:3. Show them we do.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 2 and 3. Declare ye among the nations and publish.
And publish.
And set up a standard.
Set up a standard.
And conceal not.
And conceal not.
Say Babylon is taken.
It is taken. This Babylon is going down in thermonuclear energy.
Baal is confounded. Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces.
It's coming down. out.
And that's what we do week in and week out. We turn out this image, a siege of Bruxelles.
And we set up our standards.
That's right, and we turn out this brick image of Islam.
That's right,
We turn that down. We turn out this Buddhism. We turn it down.
All that
and we
cross.
setting up the standard.
We setting this up. We not asking for our heritage. We taking it.
That's right.
We not asking for nothing.
That's right. From there, we're going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 1.
Bring it up.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1. Fools hate knowledge. Salakia. And we out here bringing the knowledge to the people.
That's it.
And that's all you're doing with your keyboard and scorning people.
That's
all you're doing.
Bringing your brother down with your nonsense.
It ain't coming with nothing that's substantial.
And nothing from the scriptures you bringing. Nothing. With your Christian documents. Yeah, let me bring Sloppy, y'all. One second.
Mesdames et messieurs, vous écoutez une production RikeLuxxBeats.
Leviticus 19:29. Leviticus 19:29.
Leviticus 19:29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness.
You need to teach your women how to be modest women. Wearing the right apparel, wearing the right clothes, dresses, covering their body parts. Why you want to push sexual, so crazy sexual things to these children, to your daughters, the things they watch on TV? You should make your women dress right. Don't be trying to pimp your women out. What is that about? Give me Zephaniah 1:8. We got queens. We got queens. These are daughters of Zion. We don't pimp our girls out. We give them knowledge and make sure they're wearing the right apparel, covering their heads when they're praying, respecting their husbands, teaching their daughters.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 8. And it should come to pass.
So it should come to pass.
In the day of the Lord's sacrifice,
The Christ.
that I will punish the princes and the king's children,
Us.
and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
So you gotta stop wearing them skinny jeans. You gotta stop wearing them tights. You gotta stop wearing your jeans up your butt, sis. You gotta stop showing your breasts. You gotta get back to the laws and commandments and put your fringes on. Because when Christ come back, who are you?
Got something, brother? Nah, I'm just gonna close out with this one. Close out, brother. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1 and 2. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired, before the decree bring forth, before the day passes the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon ye, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon ye.
Absolutely. So we need to gather ourselves together. You don't know, we're going through some real stuff that's going to happen because 5 Israelites in the camp is not going to do it. 10 Israelites in the camp is not going to do it. We need to come together for real, about 1,000.
That's right.
People need to wake up because once World War III hit, you ain't going to be able to run nowhere. Ain't no 911. Ain't no 911. Well, give me Isaiah 13:13. Isaiah 13:13. One more time. One last thing, man. I'm just give y'all that. We need to gather ourselves.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 13:13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
So when the Lord shake the heavens and the earth, you think 911 will be waiting around for your phone call? You think somebody be waiting around to come put out the fire in your house? Them guys got wives. Them guys got kids and families. Y'all need to wake up to your true nationality and get under these laws and government encouraged by God.
And stop showing your brother so much hate that's in the northern kingdom.
Absolutely, come.
That's right. Once again, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Yahweh. And in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shai. My name is Yakanai Maccabees.
My name is General Hazia.
And with that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Boom, 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 shalom.
Boom,